So now today we have to study about the concept of recycle, reuse and reduce. All right, the 3 R's. The question is why should we at all think of reduce, reuse, recycle, the 3 R's? Did you know that every year the Americans throw away 50 billion food and drink cans, 27 billion glass bottles and jars, 65 million plastic and metal jars and can covers? More than 30% of our waste is packaging materials. So where does it all go? Some 85% of our garbage is sent for open dumping or landfill, where it can take from 100 to 400 years for things like cloth, aluminium to decompose. Glass has been found in perfect condition for 4,000 years in the earth. Thus, the theory of 3 R's seemed to be perfect. So, when we introduce the concept of these 3 R's, that is recycle, reuse, and reduce, why do we bring up this concept? Because they are saying that as we are, modernizing or the technology is improving, what is happening? That we are being dependent on the marketed goods. All right, we are depending more and more on the marketed goods, that is the packaged material. Nowadays we do not want to prepare snacks at home. We want to buy the snacks and have them. You want to eat idli, dosa, whatever you want, the batter is available in the market. You can just take the powder, add water to it, and then cook food. So similarly, uh, it is actually a bit still less over here. If you talk about the developed countries, for example America, they are, it's given they are throwing away 50 billion food cans. All right, so this is the rate at which, because it happens usually they do not prepare meals at all. The meals are coming prepared, they just have to heat it up or maybe add some hot water and all, and then they just consume it. So obviously when it is coming, the food is coming, it has to be packed or canned, and therefore when we eat that food, it needs to be thrown away. All right, every time you're eating pizzas and burgers, the boxes are being thrown away. Every time you're eating snacks, the packets of it has to be thrown away. And all these wastes, they do not decompose easily. As it is said, for example, if aluminium can is a can is made out of aluminium, then it is going to take hundreds of 100 to 400 years to decompose. And if you talk about glass, glass has been a 4,000 years old glass bottle had been found intact in the earth, means it had not decomposed at all. It was as if it was buried yesterday, so it hadn't decomposed at all, and it was 4,000 years old glass bottle. All right, so you can imagine the condition. So these things, they bring out the concept of reducing, reusing or recycling, because when we know that this glass bottle is not going to decompose for another 4,000 years, therefore I should maybe reuse it or recycle it and not throw it just like that. All right, these things, these non biodegradable waste staying in the earth for thousands of years and not decomposing at all, bring us to the concept of the 3 R's. The first is reducing. The waste generation seems to be a good idea. For reducing the waste generation, that is reducing the amount of waste that is being generated, it seems to be a good idea. For example, reduce the use of paper, plastic bags by using jute or cloth bag for shopping. So if you're using paper bags or if you're using polythene bags, what happens? That you use it once, it's not very strong, and that you have to throw it every time you use it once, you have to throw it. But if you use cotton bags, if you use jute bags, then they can last you for a longer time. All right, so it is said that you should opt for cloth bags or jute bags for shopping. Make a compost bin at home for your organic kitchen waste. Reduce the use of disposable products like paper plates, paper cups, paper napkins, plastic spoons, etc. So they're saying that you try to avoid the use of these. All right, to just for our easiness, for our luxury, we are opting for use and throw dishes, plates and glasses too much. Like for example, earlier what happened when we used to have parties at our home or some celebrations at our homes, what we did, we used to take out our crockery or fiber dishes and all, and we used to serve our guests in them. But then what we had to do, we had to wash the dishes the next morning or at night. So to ease our labor, nowadays what people are doing, that they are getting these disposable materials, disposable products, and they're going to serve you the cold drinks in the plastic cups or paper cups, and then they're going to serve you the dishes in thermocol plates, in the paper plates. So what is happening now, it is easing our labor, but all this waste is generated and then it's thrown away. And we know that neither plastic is going to degrade easily, nor the thermocol is going to degrade easily. And paper cups also take time to decompose, because they are made out of, first of all, thick paper, and then they are also coated with a thin layer of polythene, right? So it is not going to decompose easily. So they are appealing to you that please avoid or reduce the use of these disposable products as much as possible. All right, then you can make a dustbin, a composting bin in your own home, where you can add some soil to it, and then you can throw the vegetable peels in that bin and again cover it with the soil, so that the waste is the organic waste is composted at your home level itself. Then reuse means instead of throwing away, find ways to use them again. What does reuse mean? That instead of throwing a thing, find certain ways so that you can reuse it. For example, cans, jars, boxes can be reused to store things. So the next time you buy condensed milk, or you buy rasgullas and all that, you get the can out of, you eat it up, and then the can is left over. Do not throw away the can. Keep it to store your pulses and wheat, whatever you need to, your biscuits, anything. So do not buy fancy plastic uh, jars for keeping your biscuits. You can keep your biscuits in those cans. All right. So, or boxes or jars, whatever you get. They can be crafted into useful items like stationery holder, spoon holder, sewing kit, etc. Newspaper can be used to cover books, make project folders, paper bags, etc. So they are giving you all the ideas. The concept of craft that we have in our school is this only. We help you make various things out of waste material. The concept of craft is that you have to make new things out of waste material. So they are giving you ideas that when you drink cold drink out of a can, just cut the upper portion and then you can decorate it and use it as a pen holder, or you can use it as a spoon holder. Do not buy spoon holders from the market. Use the cold drink cans for it. Or you can use newspapers to cover your books. Do not buy fancy book covers. Instead, you can cover your books using old newspapers. Then old cloths can be used for making dusters, mops, shopping bags, rugs, etc. These days you even get your mops, pochas in the market. They say that you take this cloth and use it as your mop. It's going to clean your floor very well. An old towel is also going to clean your floor very well. You do not need to buy that mop from the shop. All right, try to reuse the old cloths for dusting and all. All right, do not buy products that you can avoid. Fine. So you can make shopping bags out of old cloths. You can make dusters or mops out of old cloths. Fine. So these are the ideas they are giving you to reuse the waste material, and not just throw it away. At least use it to the fullest and then throw it away. Although our households are very efficient in doing this thing, especially you would target your mothers that yes, my mother is very efficient in this. she's going to when her dupatta gets old, she's going to clean the kitchen with it, then she's going to clean the floor with it, and then when it just tears into pieces, then she throws it away. All right, so our households are very efficient in reusing things, but you have to also inculcate that idea in yourself, not just for saving money, or you have to be aware about your environment. All right, if you are concerned about your environment, about the coming generation, then you have to follow these rules. Then the other thing is recycling. Recycling means to reprocess, extract the useful material and make it into a new product. All right, you're going to take an old product, you're going to reprocess it, extract the material from it, whatever is useful, and then you can extract the useful material and make a new product out of it. All right, items of daily use like newspaper, cartons, tetra packs, plastic cans, glass jars, and cans can be recycled into newspapers. All right, newspapers, so it's very common. We usually sell it to the kabadi walas, and then they sell it to the industries where recycling of the newspaper is being done. Or the cartons that we have in our homes, all the recyclable material should be recycled. All right, it should not be thrown away with the other wastes. This the wastewater from the residential apartment, offices, malls, etc., can be recycled and can be used for cleaning and watering the plants. They're saying that when you have residential apartments, so the drains of the apartments should be sent, connected to the treatment plants, and the water that is coming out of the drains, it should not be just flown away like that. It should be treated, and then the treated water can be used to plant the to water the trees, or maybe clean the garden or something for cleaning and other purposes, instead of just letting it flow away like that. So you are being requested to reduce the waste at whatever level you can, reuse the products before throwing, utilize them to the fullest and then throw them, and then whatever waste, obviously you cannot recycle it on your own, so you cannot recycle it on your own, so obviously you are going to segregate the recyclable material